There we go. That's why I came over there, because I knew you were going to do that. Erik always told me I need to look out for that. All right. So we're here. Okay. I'm excited. I know you all are too. Log in, hit like and share. Tell everyone. All right. This is an epic moment on tonight. All right. We've got an amazing guest that is sitting before you. Okay. If you don't know me and I'm new to your life on tonight, my name is IMANI VANZAP, here to help you fix your shit. And I get applause from my guests. Thank you. Oh, wait, thank you. You're that way. How are you, baby?
Good.
Oh, my goodness. Listen, let me go ahead and do a proper introduction for those that may not know. And if you don't know, shame on you. The person that you are seeing to my side right here is none other than the amazing, incomparable, mysterious, we're going to get into that in a minute, Jensen ATWOOD. Everybody give it up for Jensen. All right, you know how we do on Vanzap Victory Vortex. Go ahead and put all your lightning bolts below, okay? And as I said before, pay attention, all right? Listen to directions to get everyone in the room. So we have Jensen with us once tonight. First of all, I want to thank you so much just for your time. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I mean, you know, it's been a minute, but it's good to see you.
I know. And you didn't really get to meet me. So for those who don't know how this all kind of started, Jensen and my niece Melody met years ago. It was one of her first gigs at Christmas time. And Jensen was coming through, you know, and came through dripping his card. He said, all young people, whatever it is. So he came through and did his thing, and Melody got to perform for Jensen. So that was how everything started. And then he got to meet my nephew, Erik, about a year ago at Gentleman's Ball. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. And now here you are. So you're meeting the best of the best. They're cute, but this is where you need to be. So nice. I'm glad you're here with me.
I got my first Ally Award at that Gentleman's Ball.
You did. You did. I remember that. I remember that. Congrats again.
Thank
Absolutely. You. So tell us, how's your day going? Let's go there.
How's the day going? My day is going good. It's been pretty busy. I've been on the phone a lot today, but it's been a good day.
Closing deals, negotiating things inside NDA specs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Day in the life of the mogul. Okay.
Some good things happening.
Indeed. And so you're from born and raised Los Angeles, California.
Nope, born and raised. Good old South Central Los Angeles, the East Side.
East Side. Okay, I get it. All right. So, and you come from a big family. You are the middle child of 5.
Yeah. I have 2 older brothers and 2 younger sisters. Yep.
Wow. All right. What are their names? If what tell us who the family is.
Do they want me?
No.
I'm just trying to think. Would it matter? No, I don't think it would matter. The oldest is Andy.
Okay.
The second, my brother Jason.
Okay.
Then there's me, and then there's my sister Monica and my sister Ashley.
And he said, okay, got it. Everybody's saying hello to you. I know you probably can't see the comments. I can. Everyone is here. They said, hello, Jensen. We are in the house.
What up?
He's saying hello to everybody. All right. Come on. Their lightning's zapping it down. Okay. So being from a big family like that, did you feel the black sheep syndrome, being the child that was in the middle?
I mean, I grew up, me, my older brother, Jason, and my mom. So it was really just us 3 growing up. So there never really was no kind of black sheep,
Got it.
We were a pretty tight trio.
Okay, so the boys.
Well, not my oldest brother Andy, but my older brother Jason.
Got it. Okay. Got it. All right. Now, is anyone else into the arts as well?
Yeah. I mean, my brother. I mean, that's pretty much. I mean, my mom sang and definitely was inspiring in that way.
Yes.
And my brother is a phenomenal artist, singer. And I mean, that's pretty much how I got my start in as far as the whole entertainment world.
Yeah.
They kind of gave me that gift of entertainment.
I see. Now, when you're saying that they're into music, did everything start out just in R&B or outside of church music, or did you grow up in church?
I didn't really grow up in church. I mean, I was in the church choir, but it was like a Catholic choir, so it wasn't like.
You were raised Catholic?
I was raised Catholic.
An exclusive conversation. You're responsive. Listen, let me tell you something.
I ain't Catholic, but I was raised Catholic.
Okay, let's not get that twisted. Okay. God, no crucifix, no Hail Marys here.
Nah.
All right,
I still do a little. I still do. I still put the sign of the cross in there, but I put my own twist on it.
I see. So okay, but you're gonna learn things about Jensen that you didn't know. Things that are.
Man, already you didn't already ask about the brothers and the sisters and.
Listen, this is exclusive conversations. I don't want it to be like any other experience you've ever had.
Already too late. It's already none other.
I'm 2 for 2. Here we go. Wonderful. Okay, so born and raised. Los Angeles, California, come from a big family, other people in musical. That is so amazing. What genre do you do? Because you do music as well. What genre does your family pretty much indulge in?
I mean, I sing, so whatever clever. I mean, my mom, was definitely from the R&B world. Mm-hmm. My brother, he was big in the rap game when rap first came out. I know that sounds funny to say, but
far cry from what we got now.
Yeah, I don't even want to get on that, but listen. So my brother was big on the rap scene when the rap scene first came out, and I pretty much was either his hype man or I'd pick up a verse, and then he moved into the R&B world. Him and I had a couple of groups together.
Okay.
And then he was that rap singing or was it singing rapping? And now he's a lead singer of a rock band.
Really?
Yeah, called Relevant Saints.
Wow. What's the name of the band?
Relevant Saints.
Relevant Saints. Okay. You said rock band. So is he more like oh goodness, I can't remember the last guy's name. Howard from Killswitch Engage. Does he do a lot of the screamo? He
does his share of screaming, yeah.
The screamo. Wow.
Yeah. He's definitely in the hard rock category.
Ooh, okay. We got to check that out. Now, yourself, what do you get into?
I mean,
Well, what do you prefer? You said you're a singer. You would sing anything.
Yeah,
what's your go-to? What's if you're anywhere, somebody says, "Hey, just pop up a tune." What's an artist that you pull from?
I mean, rock and roll is really my go-to. I mean, I came from the R&B world, but I also studied musical theater. But rock and roll is kind of where I found my home.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. Always. When did you? What made that happen? Big Brother?
I was in the R&B world. I was in an R&B group called Rain for 5 years. I sang background for Tyrese for about a year. And then I had a solo project R&B after that. And it just, it left a sour taste in my mouth, I would say. The business of it all. And I didn't really feel like I had a voice in R&B, or at least not my voice. And so rock and roll was kind of where I found a home.
A voice as far as what to say, or a voice as far as what to sing?
A voice as far as what I want to say.
Got it. Okay. Wow. Oh my goodness. That was, oh wow. Okay. Now you have some people that are over here, and I don't want to, usually I would save this for later, but I'm going to go with what the crowd is talking about, Jensen. There are a lot of people that are like, now wait a minute. Whoa. Jensen, we've never heard the vocals. People want to hear the vocals. Can you drop us a line?
Well, first off, you can go download my album, Dream Killers, Killaz, all one word. I got a dope rock band. You might have just missed my R&B single, Unthinkable. The record company took it down because they had issue with what I wanted to put out as far as a music video is concerned. But you can still see the music video. It's Jensen Unthinkable. I think that's the website.
That is JensenUnthinkable.com?
Damn, I'm messing this up right now. I think
listen, we all relax, baby. It's fine. Go ahead and check it.
Where my phone at?
Where your phone at, Jensen? Where your phone at?
Something like that. But Anthony Antoine was a director, and we put out a phenomenal
Anthony Antoine was a director here in Atlanta?
Yeah, producer, director, yes. He co-directed.
I'm upset. You never told me.
No, you just ain't paying attention.
I wasn't paying. It was my fault. I said, listen, Jensen's gonna give me a hard time. He said, I'm not gonna be no nice interview, no nice conversation. He's gonna try to sock it to answers. You're mad to keep a scoreboard, see who won at the end of all this. Well, so first of all, that's the first time that I've asked someone to sing and they gave you a promo first. Listen, I'll give you a line, but first, make sure you go and take care of these things. So you said that was JensenUnthinkable.com. Did you check it? I want people to put it in the comments. Go ahead and check it.
I didn't.
Yeah, go ahead and check and I'll have everyone. As soon as we confirm it, I want everybody to, you got a nice little crowd here tonight. Thank you everybody for being here. We have a great show this one tonight. Jensen ATWOOD. You see him right there checking his phone. Listen, all right.
UnthinkableJensen.com.
UnthinkableJensen.com. Can someone or someone's please be some dear out there and go ahead and put that in the comments on below, please, so we can make sure that everybody supports and goes to see what this amazing man has to offer, even in music, before we get to the acting. Can we get a line, Jensen? Is that okay with you?
Sure. What can I sing for y'all?
Let's see. What do you want, R&B? Do you care if I throw something at you? Will you do it? Your house is not a home, a chair. Can we get a lick?
Oh no, I'm not doing no Luther.
You're not gonna no, listen.
Yeah, I'll give you my go-to because
okay.
My go-to is Sparrow. Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely? Is that good? Is that good enough?
Oh, you got at least get to the end of the verse now.
And long for heaven and home when Jesus is my portion. A constant friend is he. Come on, is this?
I'm in church. Go ahead. Yes, his eye. Holla, come on.
Is on. Oh, I thought we was going.
Oh, I'll be with you on the last part. Go ahead.
No, I'm done now.
No, this man. Go on.
No, go. I'm waiting. I'm throwing back and forth. She said,
"The sparrow," and I know he watches over me. Thank you for that A selection.
Yeah.
All right, so listen, let's get into where people know you from, and I know that it's much bigger, and that's why I wanted to also bring on here tonight. I know it's much bigger than what maybe a majority of the people that are here know you from, but let's go ahead and start there. When Jensen came on the scene in most of our lives, Jensen was on an amazing show. They just did a reunion special not that long ago. Noah's Ark. Can we give some Van Zaps for Noah's Ark? Can I get some lightning bolts down there? Hashtag Noah's Ark. Let's show some love for that, all right? Jensen, just walk us through the days of just securing that job. Just the whole process. What was that like?
Wow.
You're iconic. Do you know that you're iconic?
I guess it depends on who you ask.
Listen. If Beyonce can tell bitches to bow down, you can say you're iconic. It's all right. It's all right. You can do that here. It's all right because you like it and you're grown. That's why you get to say it. So, well, you're definitely influential in the culture. Talk about that for us.
Wow. First off, I appreciate that. It definitely means a lot. It means a lot to me.
My pleasure.
Wow. Well, I'm trying to go back because I mean, we did that show. It's got to be like 15 years now, 18 years. Like it's been a long time.
Yes.
I mean, I was fresh onto the scene.
Yeah.
I think I was out of my first acting class at Playhouse West.
Yes.
I had just quit my job, I want to say, at UCLA because it was getting in the way of my auditions.
What were you doing at UCLA?
I was an electrician's helper.
Wow.
Which basically meant I did all the things that the electrician didn't want to do.
You were the electrician. Let's be clear, they did nothing. I know that's right.
And I was doing background work.
Background in acting, not acting now.
Yeah. And
yes.
In the acting world, I started as a background artist, something that I'm very proud of because most cats, you know, they know somebody or they related to somebody or they doing something with somebody in this business. Yeah, you can read into that. And I literally started from the bottom. So I did a movie called Punks, and I had a headshot.
Rockman Dunbar.
Rockman Dunbar. Yep.
Yes.
Patrick Ian Polk.
And Patrick Ian Polk, yes, sir.
Yeah. I had a headshot, a physical headshot. People really don't have physical headshots anymore. It was thinking even black and white.
People don't know how well they have and how easy they got to do that.
Man, yeah. Anyways, but I introduced myself. I introduced myself to the director of the film because, as far as I knew, that's what I was supposed to be doing. And I didn't know nobody, and I wanted people to know me. And that person was Patrick Ian Polk. And he took the headshot, and I would see him at different events, and I would always be cordial. I'd always speak. And I think I saw him at a dance show.
Okay.
And he said that he had a show that he was working on called Hot Chocolate, and that he thought I might be good for.
See, you start off with mess. See, blaming everybody else out here for lusting. The first thing you do is go sensual with them. All right, so tell us about Hot Chocolate.
Hey, me, that's Patrick. And so, Hot Chocolate was Noah's Ark. It was just called that at the time.
Understood. Yeah. Okay.
And I mean, I don't know how. I mean, I've already gone pretty into detail. How much detail? Is this the part where I say, and the rest was history? Like, how much detail do you want?
Let's see. Well, let me ask you this, and then after that, because we know we're here. People want to find out things they don't know. Right. Did you only audition for Wade? Because what we're finding out that a lot of people, they were like reading for other roles. Was that it?
That was it. I as far as I know, I was always considered for Wade.
Got it.
And I think most of the fans know at this point that I was going to say Ricky. Why I can't remember his name.
I'm gonna let you. I can't remember.
Call him by his character name. Anyway, he was playing Noah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian Vincent.
Yes, Richard Vincent. Okay. Man. Sorry, Richard. Listen, blame our minds, not our hearts.
Not my heart, exactly.
Right. Never that. And so it changed. Would you say that it changed your life? Was that it for you? And if it is something else, there's no shade to the project, but just was that your big moment?
But when you say big moment, what do you mean? Because
your big moment as far as, well, I'll tell you. So as far as you're going to acting classes, you're auditioning, you're doing things. This being the piece of work that has probably, I would say, one of the strongest reverberations as far as its importance to people that really needed those narratives. So that not just a big popular piece, but it was so influential.
No, it was not that. At that time, it was not that.
Okay.
Right. At that time, I was a green, fresh actor, happy that I got a part that I could sink my teeth in and show people what I could do.
Yes.
And that's what it was for me.
Okay.
That at that time.
Yes.
Around the same time, I had booked another gig opposite Halle Berry in Their Eyes Are Watching God.
Yes.
And I felt like I made it. Like,
oh yes,
I made it. Like this was it. And it was around the same time. But what did change for me as far as Noah's Ark goes is I'm trying to find the right words, because it's so profound. You know, it's so prolific that it's hard for me to always kind of put it into words.
I understand.
Because
that makes sense.
Because I always felt, my purpose, I'm walking in my purpose now. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm an artist and I'm a storyteller, and that's what I do. Yes. But it was in a sense, it was a selfish idea. Not realizing me walking in my purpose was a part of a bigger picture. And that's what Noah's Ark did for me. It kind of opened up my value in a sense.
Your what value? Value of the art, or value in terms of your character?
As far as a human being, as far as what I can give to this world, as far as the change that is possible, as far as making a difference in people's life.
Yeah.
It showed me how much more valuable I am.
I want to, I didn't even intend on asking this, but you're really touching something now. I'm all for heart and spirit. Listen. Okay, listen, I'm going to go ahead and break some people's faces twice. Okay, so we're going to give you the first break. So the first break is that Jensen straight. All right. So what was it like?
Straight to the next man. That's my favorite one.
What'd you say?
Straight to the next man. That's
okay,
my favorite one.
I'm sure you've heard them all.
Oh, I got 100 of them.
So let's go there for just a second.
I'm gayer than a lot of gay guys.
I believe it, Jensen. I believe it. I have one of my good friends. I don't know if he's watching tonight, Brian Revel. Everybody that knows my nephew's son, Brian. Brian's also a very gay straight man.
Yeah. you know what I'm saying.
I know what you mean. Yeah. You ain't gotta do all that here. You good. You good. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We joking.
I know. I already know. I just heard it come out of my own mouth. I was like, oh, people ain't gonna.
Yeah, you know somebody gonna take it. Because don't worry, Auntie's got you. Because I know people they like to take little clips. Believe we have the receipts. Right. Somebody put hashtag receipts. I wish somebody would try to chop that and make it seem like he says something. Oh no! Right. Auntie has confirmed in long detail that he's heterosexual. So being that you are, when you were in Noah's Ark, there's so much that it seems like you realized as an artist. First of all, was it hard for you to envelop yourself in the character like that? Just based on the nature of what the show is from its orientation.
Yeah, I mean, it was my toughest role to date, you know, and just really, you know, I had to do a lot of soul searching of myself going into the role and building the character and making him a complete person. You know, I had to question myself and ask myself questions that I never even thought of before.
What was one?
Am I gay?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you mind breaking that down for us?
Oh no, because when I first read the script and it calls for a kissing scene, I was like, I ain't doing that.
Live like with nobody.
And then, but also, you know, I also at the time thought, as an actor, you know, how egotistical of me to turn down a role that I hadn't even auditioned for. How egotistical of me to have already completed the entire process and I ain't even take a first step. And it made me question myself as to the why. Like this is, I'm walking in your purpose. This is what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So why now? Why? And that was a question that I really didn't like to answer. And the answer was because I was scared.
Wow. Yeah. That makes sense.
So why are you scared?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I ain't never kissed no dude before.
Yeah.
I never even thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
Never even.
Never questioned. There was no reason.
Never.
There literally wasn't a reason to even consider the thought.
And so now I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, what if I like it?
I kissed the boy and I liked it. I could go into a lot. I'm gonna be good.
And then I was like,
wait a minute. Okay, so hold on. So
go ahead.
Okay, we're here now. So we're here now. Okay, we're here. Listen, I'll keep it. I go wherever the guest goes. I always say I let the guest drive the car. You wanted me to drive over here. I'm getting drive. And listen, you can be honest and qualified how you want. I'm just asking the questions.
Oh, that's all I know.
Did you like it?
It wasn't. It was.
I know that, but just.
It was clear to me. It was clear to me even before that moment what my sexuality was.
Right.
But it was clear in that moment as well. And I know that probably sounded a little confusing, but like I said, it was something I never thought about ever, kissing a dude. And then it was like, well, what if you like it? And then it was like, well, what if you're gay?
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh shit,
Oh.
how do I know? Like, I never even thought about it before.
You know, if that be a quandary of someone's, how do you know unless you try?
Well, I'm sure that's a quandary for some people, but for me, it's more of a, you think about the things that you want to do.
Yeah.
You think about, basically in a sense who you are, and the thoughts that never crossed my mind. Although I was being faced with the questions. The question was never in my mind, although the question was in front of me.
Right.
And so I had to kind of answer it.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't necessarily know how to answer it, although the answer lives inside of me, inside of all of us. Yes. It was clear of my sexuality before that moment. But then it was even clearer after that moment.
After the moment. So let me break the question down one more time, then we'll move on.
All right.
So, okay, I like onions. Oh, no, so I'm trying to think of something that I've had that I don't. Okay, just you know what I'm trying to say. So there have been foods you've tried that you're like, hey, that was good. Okay, great. It's good. I need you not to interrupt the show. That is Erik's husband. Tony came and said, such a good interview. So
I thought he said zucchini.
That's a good one though. Okay. So let's say that. Let's say that there's something that you've eaten that you're like, hey, wasn't that bad? That's what I'm trying to say. You don't need to ever eat it again. You never thought about it. It was a food you never wanted to try. You didn't even know it existed. And you try and you said, hey, all right. And then you go back to what you like. Can you describe it like that? Does that make sense? You know what I'm.
It makes sense.
You're a thinker, Jensen. You playing with me. you see, Jensen go. What? Let me tell you something. Jensen's mind is deep, but then when he wants to, kind of bat them eyelashes and act like he don't know what's going on, then he does what he's doing now. You know I'm trying to say this.
No, I know what you're trying to say, but
would it be that? Is that fair?
I'm walking a fine line here. I'm walking a fine line because, we are all into what we like, and that just wasn't what I like.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. That I get it. But even though that was there, now I can say this. I think this is a fair way to kind of close this part out. Even though it is that, it wasn't something that repulsed you so much that you turned the roll down. That's what I'm trying to say. Was it something that shook? We know it. That we know what the answer is. But that's what I'm getting at. That it was something that shook you down to your core. Not even just because of just your personal orientation, but just because of the business. And you have people that say like, oh, if you're going to be straight, don't you take no roles like that. We hear the stories of, Denzel Washington that was advising a young Will Smith and saying, don't ever take a role like that. So what was it in? So let's kind of, lift out of this. What was it in you? A more important question, because there are other actors out there that I'm sure are being offered opportunities, but they're turning them down because of the machismo that's needed. Right. What was it in you that said, F them, I'm doing this, no matter how it turns out? What was it that did that for you?
It was the role, first and foremost.
Okay.
It was, and I know I said this already, but I really don't see myself playing a harder role.
I can imagine.
It was everything that is opposite of me. And those were the things that kind of I gravitated towards, because
even that's probably how wayward he is. Like, you're not like that.
Yeah, nah. But I gravitated towards because of my craft, because I take this acting thing serious. I'm a journeyman. I'm invested in my craft. Yes. And it couldn't have been more enticing to the possibility of pulling off something that was so different than who I am.
Yeah.
So that was what drew me to it. Yeah. And then, as far as what people say, don't do this, don't do that. Ain't no rules in this business. Ain't no rules. And so it's irritating when people kind of try to take one or two people's words and act like there's some rule book that is the law, because I can give you 10 examples going the other way of successful people, most of them white, but successful people that do the same thing that Black folks do, but don't get the same kind of.
And the pressure is not there.
Right.
It's not even there for that. And so, can you speak to that? You know, as far as that, I love where this is going. Can you speak to that part of it? That even though it is just the arts, you know, and that every culture can be a part of this world, if you so choose, and immerse yourself in the theatrical dramatic arts, that why does there seem to be a different set of rules, say for our culture, and what that means? Like you said, and I'm sure you may have thought about this too. You always hear people say, oh, why are they always trying to make Black men gay? Why are they always trying to make them wear the dress? But then I always say, well, wait a minute. There are plenty of white men who have done the same thing. So what exactly are you upset about? My thought about this, and I would love to know your take. My thought is, people are not angry about being forced to wear a dress. I believe that people are more angry that they're not allowed to wear the cape. They're not allowed to be the superhero. They're not allowed to be the one that saves the day. They're not allowed to be the one that is most thought about and that the world revolves around. I think that's what they're more upset about, not some dress. Does that make sense?
Oh, very much so.
How do you feel about that?
Well, you know, one of the things that I did was I reached out to some of the casting directors that I knew,
yes.
And I wanted their opinion.
Okay.
I didn't want the hearsay. I didn't want what
yes.
Denzel said in some interview.
That, of course.
That if I'm not, that if I'm not mistaken, he's actually retracted in some sort of way.
Yeah.
You know, I talked to people like Robbie Reed at the time, like Monica Cooper, who you know, these are casting directors who cast. These are the people who are hiring. These are the people who are saying yes or no. And, you know, their advice to me was, you know, you're an actor, so why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask this, and you don't. Well, I'm going to ask it. You know, me and just
and I'm piggybacking off. I want to jump right back because of a point that you were trying to saying.
Come on. Yes.
Because I'm an actor, I'm not looking to put on a cape every time. I'm not looking to be the alpha male all the time. I'm not looking to be in charge. I'm not looking to be the winner. I'm not looking to be, you know, I'm looking to be the loser. I'm looking to be beta. I'm looking to be a complete human being, not characters that we play. And so I think people get lost as far as what an actor is. You know, a lot of cats, and I say this to my brothers too, because I know a lot of Black men actors that have whispered in my ear what a great job that I've done in my career and even playing Wade, but that they would never take the role. And it just makes me, it makes me, it's just weird. It's just weird, you know, because that's not what this is.
Do you think it's weird? I mean, I know that we understand that it's weird, but considering even what we're going through right now, I mean, it may seem unrelated, but just the pressures that are there. We're learning so much about ourselves and about our trauma and how our trauma, you know, over 400 years, why it's kept us down. It's kept us in our minds. It's kept us low. It's kept us intimidated, kept us feeling less than. So what word would you use other than weird? Do you see where I'm going with that?
It's tragic if we're going to go in that way, because unfortunately, I just don't like making excuses for individuals, but we are America. And as far as Black men goes, being under the boot makes a kind of an opposite reaction where you overcompensate in a lot of ways.
Got it.
And not that I'm a historian and I got to break down the timelines, but, you know, just being in frickin' America, as far as Black who were enslaved and white folks who you can only imagine how they were treating men at that time.
Yes.
And then those men having to try to get some kind of power back, and it was okay to punch women. That was when women could take a punch. You know, that's when it was okay to beat women. And so now here are men overcompensating, and it just becomes a tragic cycle where, you know, talk about toxic masculinity, where men feel like they have to you know, be alpha and
yeah.
all those things. So that really is the unfortunate tragedy that seeps into the acting world, the entertainment world, or even our own lives.
A place where you should be free.
Yeah.
A place where, well, like you said, with acting, I mean, that's the joy of acting, is to become something that you are not. It's,
right.
It's literally the joy of it is what the craft is. Is to become something that you're not, that you have the opportunity to play pretend and hopefully get paid for it.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? That's
instead of building that misconception of a man.
I think that I'm going to tell you this. Now, I appreciate that you took time to break that down here. For those that are in the crowd on tonight, we listen. And Jensen knows. I mean, he's grown. He knows what's going on. And the picture that has been painted often, because people don't know, you know, what they don't know. And when we don't know what we don't know, then we build whatever narrative it is. And then we look at this picture and we do by association. Well, you see, he took a picture of this person, so that obviously means. And it's not fair. And I definitely would say, I'm going to put this on you. I'm going to definitely say that you are a trailblazer. I want you to receive it. You're a trailblazer in the Black community. You are. Lift your hands, Jensen. Lift them up. Thank you.
I'll take.
You are. I mean it. I mean it from my soul. You, in my opinion, you're a trailblazer. I would definitely say, now I know that at the time that this wasn't around, but feel free to use it. I'll let you go ahead and take it. If anybody were to ever ask you, why did you take that role? You would do an auntie, because I like it and I'm grown. That's it. Don't ask me no more questions about what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that even though that's something new that people are understanding, because I'm sharing that with them, you seem to have walked in that at a time when it really wasn't popular. So I can't help but to give you the Trailblazer Award tonight.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I love my people. I love all people, but I love my people.
Jensen gets, all right, on tonight.
Thank you, Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Listen, okay? The winner up. And the other thing I thank you for in that is that you're able to say it with so much love. You do not look, to me, I'm not saying you've never had hard days, because, you know, we come on this live. Look, we're having hard days, and the whole country having a hard day right now. But what I can say, even in the times that, you know, from what Melody shared with me and my nephew Erik shared with me when they met you before, you've been consistent. Every single time that there was an encounter, you've been consistent. Even as the popularity grew, you've never gotten the big head. You seem to have a sense of awareness that is rare. And I love that for you.
Thank you.
Was that something that you would say was acquired, or is that really who Jensen is in his soul?
I mean,
or both.
Probably, I don't know. My mama always said I've been an old man for a long time.
I can imagine why she said, yeah. You have an old soul. And I mean that in the best way. It's very, there's a seasoning in you that I think other people would have a frustration or a desperation from or for that I don't see in you. You seem to have a really good grip on what's going on in your world. And I'm glad about that for you.
Yeah, me too.
I really am. Yeah. So you did study. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about too. So what was it about your studies? Was there a nugget or two that you got in your teaching, in your tutelage, when you were sitting under people, that is always something that shows up on set or when you're doing work? What were some things you learned that you could share? We have other actors that are here. I have several people that are loving, you know, the fact that you're inspiring them right now. What were things you learned in school you could inspire others with?
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is two words: Erik Morris,
yes.
A profound teacher.
Yes.
He changed my work, and he changed, you know, he changed me in a lot of ways. He has a book called No Acting Please. He has, I think, maybe 8 books, but that is where my technique is derived from. That is I represent Erik Morris in every way that I possibly can, whenever I can. I studied with him for 4 years, and that's the one thing I can say to actors that will set you apart from other actors, because everybody named mama want to be a star.
Everybody.
But very few people want to put in the work to be an actor.
You better talk.
And in class is what's going to separate you from all these wannabes. And I got to say that word wannabes because it go along the same line as far as cats that's just in this to be this twisted image of superiority. You
Yes.
know, it's a craft. It's a craft. And Eric Morris is if this was like martial arts,
Yes.
And I was repping some dojo, Eric Morris would be my sensei, and it's the work that I put behind
that. Is high praise. Where can we, first of all, before I even ask that, listen, sometimes Auntie has to help you amplify a message. That's why I bring this out. I have to amplify something. They like, people in the back, people in the back. Listen, he said that class will set you apart from the wannabes. Listen, a lot of you are out there just trying to, listen, the shucking and jiving, stop it. Get some training. Get some discipline. He's trying to tell you once. Thank you. I appreciate that, Jensen. That is amazing. How can we follow Erik? This sounds like a phenomenal person.
He's not hard to find. Just Eric Morris. He's been around. I think he's been teaching for 50 some odd years.
My goodness.
He has 8 books. He's not hard to find. Eric Morris. You look on him. He got a Facebook page. He got a website. He got all that.
ERIC, correct?
Yep, ERIC.
Okay. Because
is that right? God damn, I don't even know how to spell his name.
I don't know. I'm not sure. One of the young people.
I think it's ERIK. I think it's ERIK.
Well, that's my nephew's spelling, which is the correct spelling, by the way.
I don't know, to be honest. Try both of them. Put the C, and then if that don't work, put the K.
There you go. Okay, we get either or. But it's at least one letter, not both. So someone could be a deer and go and look that up. Eric Morris, and look it up both ways. And just come back here into the comments and put it down below.
I got my sweat does not ever
It's
stop.
because you're full of so much wisdom. There's a heat coming off. I'm sure. Now, many people would not be bothered if you removed the shirt. I'm just saying, you don't have to. But if you did, they would. People are happy. People are happy even now that they saw 4 of the 6 pack. If you're feeling hot, I'm all right with it. Auntie is not bothered. It only helps us here. All right. So before we go into this next little segment here, I need to make sure that I always take time. The comments are a mess. I just need you to know that first of all, comments are a mess, and I happen to have my nephew's phone, and it's a mess. So we're going to pray for people.
Shout out to the Jensen squad, the Jensen gyms, my fantastic.
Jensen squad.
Y'all in the room.
Everybody. All right, shout out. All right. Listen, if you're here for Jensen because you don't know who this old lady is right here, I'm IMANI VANZAP, professional shit fixer. Yes. So go over to Instagram. If you are not already following Jensen, shame on you. And if you're not following Auntie, double shame on you. All right, go to Instagram and follow us and all those wonderful things. He is dropping gems. And I love these conversations, Jensen, because I love the wisdom that comes out of people that I don't think that I get to see on too many other times when you get to talk to people. It's so structured. I just want you to flow. You dropped so many gems on tonight. I really appreciate it. I do.
I appreciate
so before we get into this next part, go ahead. I'm sorry, baby.
No, I said I appreciate you having me on.
Of course, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Before we go into this next segment, I want to make sure that everybody knows, all right, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors that help keep the show rolling, all right? Every lash that you see Auntie or my niece Melody wear comes from where? Visionsoflove.net. That is my baby Aisha Posey from Columbus, Ohio. If you want to look fabulous too, go to visionsoflove.net to get your lashes today. And also, we are proud supporters of Skin Products, all right, by Rashad Terry, SKN brand. So make sure you go and follow that on Instagram and RashadTerry.com. And as Rashad always says, if the skin ain't right, nothing's right. So get it together. So we are here with Jensen Atwood. He is dropping gems. I'm not even gems. These are bars. 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 Like, we might need to do a song together. I'm just saying, I don't know if you're open to it, but I would love to.
I'm down.
Can we talk about? Okay. All right. I'm going to hold you to it. You know that, right? Okay. Just let you know. So we already talked about, your training and all of that and what it was. Now, I think that what people may not know about you, and I learned this upon doing research, that you're also an associate producer. You've been on a few projects.
Yes.
Talk about that. I don't think that I've known you behind the camera. What is that like? What is that Jensen like?
Well, I mean, I'm a problem fixer. I like to help. And so being in the business as long as I have now, I've made a lot of connections. And so I'm able to put a lot of the pieces of the puzzle together.
Okay. So from that side, so for more of the assembly, pulling in talent locations, what would you say is your main contribution when it comes to associate production?
Oh man. Um, I mean, whatever's needed.
Got it.
So for example, film Hats that I did,
Yes, I saw that. Mm-hmm.
that won a couple of awards.
Yeah.
I associated producer on that. I found the location of one of the homes. I found the car that my character drove.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
I the story there was the writer was from Los Angeles and was the only person from Los Angeles, and so I was able to give them authenticity and make sure that they were telling the right story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Almost like a check-in point. You were advising director or producer, or
Oh,
devising the above the line. Is that what I'm meant to understand?
yeah, director, producer, yeah, yeah, and when the gangbangers came around, I was able to make sure they knew we was actors and we wasn't there to fight or get killed.
There.
Yes. So yeah. So that's whatever's needed. That my I would say a forced producer. My spot is in front of the camera.
Okay.
But unfortunately, as an actor, you have little to no power, and so I've been kind of forced to take a little bit more control for
I understand.
my own acting career, even.
Can you talk about that? Like, just I know you kind of did, but can you go like a level deeper? Let me set up if you don't mind. I don't think that a lot of people that are in the craft that are or pursuing, however you want, wherever on the gradient spectrum you are, I don't think that they always understand that you have to multitask. And that as much as we will want to make success a straight line, it very much is not. It is knots and coils and wraparounds and cuts, and you grab another line and got to get back to your own. It's a lot of just a big mess of yarn, if you will. How do you survive that? And like you just said, basically make your own work while pursuing the craft.
I mean, you just have to be able to evolve in this business.
Wonderful.
I started off, as a professional dancer. That's how I was making my money at first, and then
What kind of dancer were you?
like choreography, like 5, 6, 7, 8.
Not Chippendales with some sort of garment on that's not that.
No thongs.
No
I didn't,
thongs.
I didn't have to shave my legs.
Okay. You just got
no lap dances.
no tricks on chairs and poles and handstands and the balance. I get it. Okay. It was very much an 8-count world.
Yeah, the Grammys for Beyonce.
Yes.
Ashanti for the Radio Music City Awards. Tony Braxton for the Lady of Soul Awards.
Yes.
Yeah, that kind of dancing.
What was the Beyonce one again?
Well, there was a few. I did a spot dates for Beyonce and for Destiny's Child.
Yes, I remember the Destiny's Child one.
Yeah, I did a couple of videos dancing. Lose My Breath.
Lose My Breath.
And Soldier.
Soldier, yes.
But I had spot dates. When Beyonce had the $1 billion challenge on TV,
mm-hmm.
we did a couple of NFL shows, halftime NFL shows.
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce was another one. Baby boy, the mama mine. Yeah. Baby was a baby boy, yeah. Mm-hmm. With Sean Paul, yeah. Whatever performance that was. Yeah,
listen, I can't let you say Beyonce's name that many times. You don't tell us how she is. I was gonna let it go and just be like, well, I'm not gonna intrude, but you didn't say it like 20 times. So how's the Queen Bee?
I don't know, to be honest. I couldn't even really tell you. Professional. I mean, that's really the only thing I could say. I mean, we ain't never.
How was she on set? Like, is she people
professional?
People may never get to meet her with love. You are the closest. You're the only Bible that they know in the Church of Queen Bee. What is it?
Yeah, but I can't even tell you. Like, I mean,
well, did she slap you on set? I mean, she was nice or no?
I mean, I can't say she was nice or mean. She was professional. She was an artist. I taught her how to, me and my homeboy too, we taught her how to crip walk on the set of Soldier video. Uh-huh. And when we were doing it on set, she was just kind of like, I want to do that. And she pulled us to the side and she wanted to learn to dance. I mean, we wasn't hanging out,
Oh, no, yeah, and I don't mean that y'all kick it, but just.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying, because people do be like, oh, but no, we really want to know. And I'm like, I'm telling you. Right. This was my experience. It was straight professional. She wanted to. She she gets it, man. She's a dancer. Like
Yeah.
she ain't there to just
She's there to
joke
him all
around.
around. She's there to get stuff done.
Oh, she's there. She's there. No, she's there to kill it. Like she's not just trying to just do something.
Let's come on. Let me
She want to get it. And so she pulled me and my homeboy Too Sweet to the side. We was on the side of a building, on the side of a car, and she wanted to know how to crip walk. And we showed her a couple of basic steps, and she was like, "Okay, I got it." We went back on set, and she started crip walking. So that was my experience with her. It was always professional, and every time I worked with her, it was probably like 15, 20 dancers. And I was on her back line maybe once or twice, but only thing we had was a couple steps together, and highs, some smiles, some buys, and you know what I mean? So that's all I got. Sorry.
But let me tell you though, because that's
all I got.
That's it. They didn't go to Waffle House. She did not pull out any hot sauce out of her bag and give it to him. I'm sorry. I tried to get at you guys. I tried.
We ain't talking about the weather, nothing.
None of that. My foot hurts. Nothing.
Like right foot up like that, left foot. Yeah, that's the
one time we mentioned foot. Listen, okay. So let me tell you why I like that story. I like it because even though all of the frills that people think that what this thing is about, I love that even in that, as I said about you, there's consistency. Because even with professional atmospheres, people don't handle those well. And so I love that there still is a gracefulness that you speak of, a determination that is something that is always resounding about her. I'm also seeing it in yourself, and that like-minded people. When you fix your shit, young people, doors open. Now I know that Jensen's being humble. All right, listen, let Auntie gas it up. For Jensen gonna be nice. Listen, Jensen danced with Beyonce. Why? Because he fixed his shit. That means something to me, Jensen. Don't know.
Ty, that's my homeboy who I know the Beyonce people know who Ty is. Is her cousin and also was styling her for a minute. That's my buddy. That's my pal. Yeah, that's a great guy. Yeah, I know that guy. I know that guy.
Okay. Who I'm sure is amazing.
But I got you already.
I'm just saying. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's good. So listen, you kind of spoken to this, and now I'm interested in it. What is next for Jensen? Because you're not Jensen. You're not an ordinary person, artist, man. And I know that you know that, but just outside looking in is always kind of amplified. You really are not what people are probably even expecting in this interview. What can you share with us? And if we need to collectively sign an NDA for you to say it, we'll work that out. But what is next for the amazing Jensen Atwood? People want to know.
Well, I just finished 2 Lifetime movies with Vivica Fox, David Dakota directing. One called The Wrong House Sitter, and the other one called The Wrong Wedding Planner.
Okay.
So those can be seen now.
All right.
I'm looking forward to working with the director of my first lead role, which is the movie Before I Do, which Omar Gooding co-starred. But Kim, I'm looking forward to her next project called Lipstick. I have a co-starring, a supporting role in that feature.
Okay.
What else?
No, well. What I was going to ask are there? I know that your place is in front of the camera, but we just talked about creating work for yourself, having control over your art. That's where I'm kind of going. Is like, I see you in front of the camera. I'm for that all day, as everybody else is in the live. But I'm going to be honest with you, Jensen. I am very impressed with the Jensen businessman.
Well, I can say that in this quarantine time, I invested in a laptop and some software, and I've been doing a lot more writing. And I have some scripts that I've been sitting on, some ideas inside of my head that I'm finally putting to paper.
Okay.
And so, it's a lengthy process, but
it is.
Hopefully in the near future, you'll be seeing, some productions written by Jensen.
Ain't no hopefully. When we do. Listen, let me let you know, Vince. I want to say, you sound like one of my friends, Jensen. I have too many rhyming people in my head. You are always welcome here. I would be honored. Whatever you want to promote, whatever you've got going on. I know that, we're not prime time just yet. But you gave this platform a chance, and I am ever grateful. If you ever want to come back here, you are always welcome. I hope you know that.
I appreciate that for real.
Yes, from the bottom of my soul. Now, I told everyone, I said, listen, I said, I'm going to break your face twice. All right. So first break was a Jensen straight. I know there were people that were hoping, but we talked about that, and that is not, it is no longer an option for you. It was here on Auntie Show, an exclusive on that. The second thing we got to talk about now, he broke my face before the show because I told him, you all know my niece Melody, and I'm trying to help her find a man. She's always out there talking to trainers and just, she does a lot. So I'm trying to calm her ass down. So I was getting ready to try to hook Jensen up on a date with Melody, only to find out that he's a husband. I always say wife for myself, but so you're married.
Yeah.
How dare you? But go on. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. How's married life?
I mean, ain't nothing easy about relationships, but there's nothing more rewarding either. So
talk about it.
It's a journey. It's a journey.
I feel the same way about my husband, Curtis. He's going to be here on the show tomorrow. So I understand. I understand. And I love that you respect your relationship, especially in terms of Hollywood. There are no entanglements, are there?
Man. No.
You're not entangled. Are you entangled?
No, ain't no entanglements.
I'm sure if you were, you wouldn't go tell me, but I'm just saying.
we untangled?
Can you can untangle.
Yeah.
You can untangle an entanglement.
Yeah. Okay.
An untanglement.
We're untangled.
You're untangled. Yes. Just straight. Okay. That is so amazing. Listen, do you have a few moments to come over and talk to my babies on Instagram and just say hey in a couple seconds?
Sure. I mean, I'm here. Might as well.
Listen, he's made time for us. The sexy, the smart, the studious. All right, the spiritual. Jensen, the sweaty. And sultry. Because I'm telling you, these people don't mind about no sweat. They really would love for it to just burn up wherever you are to where you just come out of all that. I'm not telling you to do that, but they would love it.
It's hot here too.
That might be for the after show on Instagram, because you know that you have Doug Spearman to be. He took his shirt off and got in bed. So listen.
I can't compete with all that chocolate. He wins. He wins.
All right, fair enough. So as a final word, we're getting ready to close. And you've already said so much, so I don't want to make this redundant, but if there was one thing that you could say to your younger self, let's go there, because I think you've already handled people in the craft. What would Jensen say to younger boy Jensen about the world?
Wow. What would young Jensen say to me?
What would you say to him?
What would I say to him? What would I say to him?
I think he'd tell you he's proud and he has a role model to look after or look up to. But what would you say to a young Jensen trying to come up in the world? What would be just one or two nuggets?
Man. You will live past 18. That's one thing I would say.
That was deep. That was way deeper than I thought it was going to be. Come on, Jensen.
Sorry.
Listen. The way things are going now, life expectancy, I'm sure that statistic has changed in some ways. So I'm glad to hear you say that. That's wonderful. What else? One more thing.
One more thing. What would you tell that young man? Dang. This is harder than I thought it was going to be.
That's all right.
I don't know. I ain't got nothing else. The first one was it.
Okay. Which was what? Wait, repeat it again. Hold on.
Oh, that you will live past 18.
That you will live past 18. Okay. Okay. Young Jensen wants to pursue his dreams. He feels that all hope is lost.
Is that my?
What do you say to that? What do you? He's coming to you in despair. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Our dreams are not gonna come true. What do you tell him to snap him back into reality?
Never give up.
All right, Jensen. Let's go over to Instagram. Jensen don't
I'm
do
pulling
it.
now. You got me pulling. I don't know. I need to put some more thought into it. I'm a thinker.
Okay, you got to drop the real gem on Instagram. That's what that's.
No, I like that. Never give up. No, I'm sticking with it.
You're holding to it. Is
I'm
that
holding to it. Yeah, because that's real. It's real.
It's real. It's real.
It's real.
I'm gonna give it. I'm not gonna give it to nobody else, but you are creatively cryptic. So it's always gonna mean something more than what's on the surface. So I'll give that to you.
Creatively cryptic. My new album. The name of my new album.
That's the single. That's like the single.
I like that.
That's the collab on Creative Cryptic. Hey. All right. All right. Are you following me on Instagram already? Jensen? If you're not, shame on you. I'm sure I'm following you. Let me make sure. Hold on, I'm getting smart.
Right, exactly.
Hold on, we're doing a little business. Listen, while me and Jensen are ghetto fashion checking our phones to make sure that we have all of our bases covered, I want to make sure that all of you go over to Instagram. If you have not joined on Instagram already, as I said before, shame on you.
Actor Jensen Atwood, and go download my app too. It's free.
What's the app?
Jensen Atwood.
Oh, Jensen Atwood? Okay. Go download the Jensen Atwood app. Let's support. You know how we do here. All right. I hope you all enjoyed this interview. Listen, Auntie believes in bringing you the best. All right. We won't bring riffraff on the show. And if we do bring riffraff, we're here to help them fix their shit. All right. So make sure that you're following IMANI VANZAP over on Instagram, as well as actor Jensen Atwood. And give me about maybe just 2 minutes. And then we're going to be over there on Instagram. Well, actually 5 minutes. I got to set up my phone a different way. All right. And we're going to get over here just to say hello. And we're
going to jump on your live?
Yeah. I'm just going to go live and just ask to be in the call, and I'll let you right on in. Okay. So come on over to Instagram. Y'all know Instagram is a whole different crowd. Y'all missing it if y'all ain't been over there. All right. This has been Jensen Atwood. Jensen, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am thankful that you shared your time. You didn't have to do it, but you did.
I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. All right, so we're headed over to Instagram. All right, support our baby. All right, put the zaps below. Let's keep everything going. Once again, this is IMANI VANZAP, and I'll see you soon. Bye, babies. See you on Instagram.